Welcome to Catwalks Engineering Tech. Today we're going to discuss about making of Ashoka Chakra and using of Decal in Solidworks. Now we came to the Solidworks. Okay, so for making the Ashoka Chakra we need the template or like standard size from the internet. I already downloaded that. Let's go to that. For that we need to select any plane and go to the sketch. Then what we need to is we go to the insert option, tools, sketch tools. Then here we have an option called sketch picture. Okay, now the image is already imported. There is a option called like auto tracing in the SolidWorks. It will works on some pictures and it doesn't works on some pictures. We will try whether it is working with this or not. Now it's already have the size and there is a size given 1024. It's around 1 meter. If you want to edit that, we can edit. But the important thing is we need to lock the aspect ratio, because if we didn't take this aspect ratio, the aspect ratio will be changed, in x-axis and y-axis there will be different dimensions will come. Okay, then go to the next option. Here we have a selection tool. We can choose anyone. We'll try with that, else we can go to the rectangular selection, select the area needed, then begin trace. It deducts the outer circle only. So what we can do is we can leave this option and we can begin the sketch with the manual entities. So we have the sketch now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sketch there with the reference of this. We can use here, we have already option called with the center point and a distance. Here we can't able to get the center point accurately. So what we can do is we can go with the perimeter circle. We can just select any 3 points in the perimeter, so it will give a circle. We'll do it approximately 1 point, second point, and third point. So we got that 3 points. We can just to ensure whether it doesn't move, make it as fixed. Then we have another circle. There is another option, we can manually get what is the dimension for that. Here we can find a value approximately 62 mm. What we can do is we can just offset entities to 62 mm and select the circle and make it reverse, so we have the inner circle. Okay, then we can go with the inner circle. For that we can do two options. One is getting the dimension as same and just do the offset option, else we already have the center point of the other two circles. You can just click the circle and go to the center point and then move up to the point where you need the circle approximately. So we have the inner circle also. Then we need to trace at least one of this profile. So what we can do here is we can just put a circle also, just get a center point approximately there and just place the circle, approximately move to the space. Now we have the circle, and then these spokes we can just trace again For the spokes, we have to select as use the option called line, then okay, here the spokes are like symmetric about the vertical axis. So what I am going to do is just make a center line, then just use the mirror option. What are the entities to mirror and about which line? Yeah, we got that. So we have a symmetric spoke lines. Just exit the sketch. Now this picture is like hurting our eyes obviously, so we just need to hide this sketch. So we just have the reference sketches here. Now we can just even rename it also like reference sketch. Okay, this minus symbol is for like some of the sketches are not fully constrained because we just use the this circle without a constraint. We can just leave as it is for now. So now we just extrude the outer ring. So we enter into the sketch in the front plane, just use the convert entities option, then select the entities you need to convert. We can do it as a separate two solid bodies or two solid bodies in the same extrude option like this. So we have the convert entities of these two circle and the inner circle only. Now the sketch option is sorry, we entered into the revolve. Yeah, now in extrude we have three sections here. We need to select which one we need to extrude. We can select this one and the inner one. We can use the mate plane option, and the thickness we can roughly give it as 50 or 60, which one is suitable for us. It's our custom option. Now what we can do is we can just extrude this inner spokes. This is our inner circle. We need to extrude that. Just go to the front plane again, use the sketch option, enter into the convert entities, then select this circle and then just extrude it. We can use two options. I will show you, like we can use the same 60, or if you need to like merge with the phases anything, we have like two options here. We can use either this or we can use up to surface, and this surface for one direction and then direction 2 up to the below surface. So it will extrude. Both options will work. If we need to merge, we can merge, else you need to leave it as it is. Now it is merged one, and then sorry, okay, we need to show the reference sketch. Then for the making of spokes, we need to do another thing. We just need to make a sketch here. Use same convert entities, and then we can make a, we need to close the sketch as it is open. So we can use again convert entities, this inner circle and this circle. Then we can trim the excess area. Then it is like a closed sketch. Then we can extrude it also. This is one of the options. You can make it to make the spokes, but it's sorry, we need to extrude from the mid plane. Here we have it is like a structure, but it doesn't looks too aesthetic, so I am now gonna use another option for this. You can just note down the dimension what it is having. It's 30 mm. Under the sketch we have, we just delete this option, extrude, and leave the sketch as it is. Now what we can do is we can go to the right plane, because that's the plane which is normal to the thing. Then we need a center line, sorry. We can just go to the sketch again, make a center line there. Then we can go to making a plane, front plane. We can make a reference plane. We just tell it as a parallel, and the second reference to this midline. So we created a plane there. Now what we gonna do is we just need to sketch there for getting some aesthetic looking shapes. We can now do it as like a rough sketch to get the shape what we needed. Can approximately give the dimension. It's based upon your requirement. You can choose whatever the dimension which is suitable for you. Also need to constrain here. Also constrain here. Okay, then what we gonna do is like we are gonna use the swept option with this thing. So we need a plane here, so we can create a plane with these 3 points, 1 2 3. So we have these 3 points. We can sketch now. And one more thing I just forgot to tell you, I'm doing all these things and these things. We need to save this first. Save in project file, Ashoka Chakra. Okay, we need to sketch with this plane. Okay, then again we need a plane here. Just need to create plane, again these 3 points. So we have these 3 points and need a sketch here. So we have this closed loop of sketches. Now what we can do is we have these options, swept boss, lofted boss, like these options in this feature manager. You can just use the loft, and we can use which curves we need to connect, but it will give a shape like this. For that, here we have guide curves. For that, this is like even if it is a single sketch, you need to select it as because it have the multiple segments. You need to go to selection manager, then select these two lines initially, then take, then another selection manager, you need these two lines, take, then the third selection manager, these two lines, take. Okay, now we have the shape, then just put the tick mark, so you have something like this. Now what we can do is we can just mirror this feature. Instead of mirroring the feature, I'm gonna mirror the body and just measure solids, tick that option, so it will give a simple shape like this. Now we're gonna hide all the sketches, these planes, we don't need it now as we already did that. Now show the bodies. Now we have like this. We just need this, like we already known there is 24 spokes in Ashoka Chakra. We need to make a pattern, circular pattern, give the axis you need about the pattern 360 degrees, just increase the quantities to 24, be sure there is equal spacing, you can use the features. So now we got this, and there is showing some error, so I have an alternate option. Just remove this merge result, and we have it two separate bodies. We can just use a single option to make all these things. Instead of features, you can use bodies, this body and this body about this circle, and then make it as 24, and then just take this thing. So we have this chakra now. Yes, we need to make ensure all are single body, so we can go with the option combine, add, and just select all the bodies. Now just put tick mark. There is showing unable to create single body, that is sum of input bodies, because there is some interference is not there. So what we can do is, before mirroring the bodies, before creating the pattern, these things need to be merged into this part. So what I gonna do is just select this body. There is an option called move face, offset, just up to some value needed, just to be merged with the remaining solids. Then we can go with the circle pattern, and then if you use the combine option, we can just have everything as a single body. Now it's created. The Ashoka Chakra is created now. Then if you need some like rendered options, you can just add a fillet there. Just select the faces you needed. To enhance some values here, just be sure you selected everything. Okay, then if you need, oh, it's like looking better than previous. It's like a simple wheel. We need to add something here. We're gonna discuss a new option. There is called just go with the render tools. There is a called a decal. It's like adding some images to the structures you have. Just place it in a position how it looked like. I'm placing like this, then edit decal, then I need an image file, any custom image file if you have. I'm gonna put the Indian flag. Then in the mapping, you're gonna select in which one you need there. Now it is having a look. Just place it here. Just place it like here. Just take the mark. Now you have a view like an Indian flag with the Ashoka Chakra. Okay. In additional to this, we also like today's MS Dhoni's birthday. We like doing a great thing with this video. Just save this, and I am creating a new part. Like using the same decal option, we are also gonna wish our Tala Dhoni sketch Hbd Hbd MS Dhoni Dhoni, and just I'm gonna extrude this. The font is like, I dislike this font. Just edit the sketch. It's document font. We can go with okay. We can use this bold. Can increase the size also. Now we have some that's solid. Okay. We can just use the data migration, move bodies, just to be like, if you need it in center here, like which portion you need. We can just input the Dhoni picture now. Enter tools, edit decal, browse. We already downloaded a Dhoni picture. Just go to mapping, select what are the bodies you need to do, select everything, then just scale this thing to up to which end you need. I just moving to other. You also need to update to current view, so only it can give us the exact thing. Now we have given the wishes from ourselves to Tala Dhoni. Okay.